This is probably gonna be a very scuffed video because I have not been following at all about the Game Awards, but hopefully we'll get something out of this.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
I've seen some of the games, I've heard about some of the games. Oh, my voice. Anyways, I'm just going to go through the voting and we'll just see where we go from there. Alright. I just know that Astrobot is in it, Black Myth Wukong is in it. I know there is that One Stars game that everybody was not liking at all. Recognized half of these games. Well, about half of these games. I know I've seen Astrobot. Honestly, I think it's a very great game, like at least an entry-level game for platformers. Balatro I've heard a lot about. It's like a roguelike card game. Black Myth Wukong is just your typical Dark Soulsy game, as well as Elden Ring. Final Fantasy, is that 7? I do not remember my Roman numerals. I'm also standing on top of the other game. A Metaphor I've never heard about, but if I have to give my honest opinion of which game I think deserves the Game of the Year, I hope I don't get a lot of flack for this, because I actually think it's Astrobot. I need to sign in! Alright, I did not think I would need to sign in for this, but whatever. Okay, Astrobot. I think it's Astrobot. Best Game Direction. Now, I actually think... Not Black Myth. I feel a lot of people are gonna say, oh, Black Myth Wukong, Black Myth Wukong. It's so good, and it's a lot of art and all that stuff, you know? But I actually think it's Balatro. It stays true to its poker-esque arts. Best Narrative. I have no clue. I'm going fully blind in on this. But I've seen people play Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, like in some of my friends group. I think it's... I have to vote for this one. Now, Best Art Direction. Ooh. I actually think, personally, it stands between Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, and Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth Tree. Like, I would say Astrobot, but I'm more inclined to say Black Myth Wukong here, because it's actually... There's been a lot of love and a lot of love poured into the game overall, I feel like. Now, best score music, I have no clue. I'm gonna say Astrobot. No clue. I've never listened to any of the music. I'm so out of touch here. Best audio design. I've only played Black Ops 6. Out of all of these games, I've only played Black Ops 6. So unfortunately, it's very biased here, but I think it's Black Ops 6. Oh, I have no fucking clue who these people are. I'll vote Hanatel. I don't know. I don't know, Chief. Now, innovation in accessibility. Okay. I have no clue, Chief.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
I'm gonna have to say Black Ops 6. Because I have no clue. That's the only game I played. Games for Impact. Okay, I actually think Life is Strange is actually a game that has had a lot of impact for a lot of people. And it's one game that I have watched a lot. Well, not double exposure, but the first one. I watched a lot of YouTubers play through it. Overall, I actually think it's the one game that has reached a lot of people. It's the one game that I can recognize immediately out of all of these games. Now it's best ongoing. Best ongoing game. I have to say, okay, so Diablo 4 has been a really good game, I feel like, but it's just comparing it to its predecessors, it's just not it. Final Fantasy 14. Now, that is a game that a lot of people still play today. And it is probably the one of the biggest MMORPGs right next to World of Warcraft. Fortnite is surprisingly still relevant today, alongside Destiny 2. Like, those two games are still relevant somehow. I'm still surprised Fortnite is still relevant. It stayed relevant throughout 2 generations of gamers. And it's been, well, or just 1 generation, I don't remember. I'm just too boomer for this. It's still receiving a lot of content. It's continuing to receive content. And there's just a lot of people still playing it because, like, oh, you can play as, I don't know, the Stormtrooper from Star Wars. You can play as Master Chief. You can play as Ninja. You can play as, I don't know, Mike Tyson probably. And it's just, if you think about a person, like any famous person, any famous video games, they're probably going to be in Fortnite. Like Kratos is in Fortnite. Like, I believe some Destiny 2 characters are in Fortnite. Jinx is in Fortnite. Vi is in Fortnite. Destiny 2 has had some downsides recently. Not recently, actually. Before the recent content drops. But it has, like, risen up from the ashes. Helldivers 2 was a surprisingly welcome game. I have played it a lot, so this is a really difficult decision when you weigh each other up against each other, like these 3 games for me personally. So actually, I have to go with Fortnite. They continued innovation, they have continued to implement new ways to play the game. Like, you can play other game modes than just zero build or build in Fortnite. Like, it's a big arena for socializing at this point as well. We still have 19 games to go through. Best community supports, I actually believe it has to be Helldivers 2.
Hey, disconnected.
Or, now that I think about it, I actually have to say No Man's Sky. Now that I actually think about it. Because they have actually, I remember one situation where there was a guy who had a graphical bug that has had a lot of hours in the game. And the developers actually reached out to the guy and then talked to him about it, and they were like, okay, how can we fix this for you? Like, for you specifically, because you're one of the few that is actually experiencing this bug. And then they helped him with it, and they fixed the problem. Like, that's, to me, is what developers should be. Well, at least indie developers. Like, it is amazing how much support they can give. Like, No Man's Sky definitely deserves this one. Now, best independent game. I actually think it's Balatro, straight up. I do not recognize any of the other games. Best debut indie game. Now, I have to say again, it's Balatro. For the previous reason as well. Now, best mobile game. I don't play a lot of mobile games, but I know out of all these 5 options, only 2 of them I have played. Not on mobile though, but on PC. Wuthering Waves was okay. It felt okay. There's not a whole lot going on. Well, there was a whole lot going on actually, but just wasn't for me. Zenless Zone Zero, I played a little bit longer than I have with Genshin Impact. It's the art style, the art direction, the animations are just so good. Best VR game. I have not played any of these. I only seen one, and it's the Batman one. And that's on YouTube. I've watched YouTube shorts a lot. Best action game. Okay. I have not played Stellar Blade. I've not played Black Myth Wukong. You heard about me playing Black Ops 6 and Helldivers 2. I've also played Space Marine 2. And I feel like Space Marine 2 is really, really good. But compared to Helldivers 2 per se and Black Ops 6, they are just... These are like three fundamentally different games. And I feel like I want to give it to Black Ops 6. But at the same time, I want to give it to Space Marine 2 or Helldivers 2 instead. Like if you're going to focus primarily on the combat, I actually feel like it's Helldivers 2. That's the only game that has like good flow in the combats. Best action adventure game, I'll have to say Astrobot. Best RPG, I have no clue, Chief. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit tired too. I just woke up. I feel like it's like a dragon. Like, this is the only game I recognize. Best fighting game, okay. I have no clue, Chief. Tekken 8. It's the only game franchise I can recognize. Best for the family, I think Astrobot. Nah, just kidding. I actually think it's Super Mario Party Jamboree. Like, if there is one thing that I know about, is that when you pick up a Super Mario Party game, right? You're playing it for fun, right? And what's best to play with the family is probably this game. So I think this is the best for the family. Only 9 games left. Best sim? I actually think I have no clue. I only recognize Frostpunk too. I'm gonna vote for Frostpunk. We're voting for Frostpunk, boys. Best sports and racing game. Why isn't Forza Horizon here? I do not like any of these types of games, so I'm gonna have to say F1. Now, best multiplayer, I actually think either Helldivers 2 or Black Ops 6. I have to say Helldivers 2. I had really a lot of fun in Helldivers 2. Okay, now best adaptation. But I have to say it's Arcane. Now, if you haven't watched Arcane, I'm not gonna spoil anything, obviously, because it's just such an amazing show. Like, I know my editor is probably gonna say, no, it's not. Like, I don't give a shit. And it's how do I say it? I can't say anything without spoiling it, kind of thing, because just everything about, like, okay, so if I had to pick out one thing that separates Arcane from League of Legends, it's the art direction. It's 100% the art direction. They made Jinx from looking like a Harley Quinn slut into an actual human being. Like, how can you do that? Y also does not look weird in Arcane. She actually looks like a fighter. So just put up a spoiler warning, big spoiler warning right here, and when I'm done with the spoiler. Okay, so the thing about the art direction, like the one thing I don't like is how they butchered Warwick. Warwick does not look like Warwick in Arcane. He looks like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Like, my guy has a face slapped on him, he looks like a werewolf, and then he turns around in fucking Sims character default looking ass, and he's just fucking stares at like, who the fuck thought that was good? Like, they brought back Vander, okay, Singed brought back Vander, and remade him into Warwick, so it kind of fulfills Warwick's role in Arcane. I'm not sure if they're gonna bring him back, because, like, he is fully dead, but he might come back in another series, I feel like. Anyways, spoiler over. Okay, no more spoilers. You can keep watching now. Okay. So I have to give it to Arcane, like despite what I said. Most anticipated game? Grand Theft Auto 6. Everybody and their fucking mother has been waiting for this game for goddamn fucking years. I cannot believe how many people have been waiting for it. Like, there's been memes going around, like, how do I say this? How do I say this? We got Arcane Season 2 before Grand Theft Auto 6. Or we got Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul before Grand Theft Auto 6. There's been a lot of things happening before Grand Theft Auto 6 has begun. It is wild! How many years? Okay, I do not remember how many years there has been since the last Grand Theft Auto game, like Grand Theft Auto 5. Feel free to put a year up. It's been that many years. How? Just how? There's no reason for it to be waiting for that long, but you know, we just keep giving them money. Content creator. I feel like I have to give it to Queso here. Like, okay, look at me. I'm a VTuber. This is also a VTuber, so I'm like, oh, I wanna vote for the VTuber, but no, Queso have made such a huge impact. He is so stoic, man. Like, oh, fuck, I swallowed it. Oh god, I swallowed it. That was not nice, man. But I think it's Queso. A best esports game? I have to say League of Legends. Guys, I have a problem, and it's League of Legends. It's gonna change in 2025, by the way. So, if you are picking a game up now, expect it to change immediately as soon following after. Best esport. Where is Faker? Faker, my beloved. Faker, my beloved. I have a Faker shrine. Oh no, I don't really have a Faker shrine. Ironically, I am wearing the T1 shirt right now. Not the one that he's wearing, but like another one. And I have been a Faker fan since ever he did the Faker Vayne tumble. You can put that up in the video.
Look at the moves! Faker! What was that?
The Vayne, the Vayne Faker Vayne, the Vayne Faker I give up. Best esports team, I have to say T1. I'm a T1 stan, okay? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm a T1 stan. I've been that since they've been SKT T1 in 2014. They have been through a lot as a team. Like ever since the SKT T1 and T1. Okay, that's the end of the Game Awards. I hope you've been having fun watching this and getting a lot of insights on the Game Awards and me as a person. I don't know how to end this video, so